Are you truly beautiful, or are you just an image that needs a bit of work?
Do you think women feel pressure always to look put together and always look right?
Oh, 100%. Definitely. Social media has walked out with filters, told us this is what you need to look like. Growing up, I was actually quite chubby. My confidence levels was never about outer appearance. It always came within. And if you aren't doing the inner work, if you aren't figuring yourself out, healing yourself in areas that you need to, then are you truly beautiful?
Do you feel the pressure that people depend on you?
I do. But sometimes I don't see it as pressure.
Yeah.
Sometimes I see it as purpose. The person or people you're with or surround yourself with has a huge impact on you. Your mental health, your physical health, your literally everything. They basically form your journey.
What is something that you've healed from that people wouldn't expect?
Oh my gosh, this one's hard. I think
Kirsty Thomas, welcome to the Blue Room.
Thank you for having me.
So for someone that sees you online and doesn't know you, who is Kirsty Thomas?
So who am I? I am just a normal girl who has goals and dreams and determination to reach them. I enjoy fitness. I am a business owner, and yeah, just a girl.
So let's
Big dreams.
just a girl. It reminds me of
girl,
May,
big
just a
dreams.
girl on The Voice. I'm not going to do it now. So let's give your business a little puncher. Tell us what your business is. What do you do?
Okay, so basically I have a wellness center, and in my wellness center, my sister and I both own it together, and we have a beauty salon, and we have a coffee shop, and then we also rent out space where we have a Pilates and yoga studio. We have people doing different treatments in different rooms. So it's just a wellness space.
And where are you from originally?
I'm from Joburg,
You're from
south of
Joburg. But
Joburg,
you
live
guys go
from
back
the
to
south.
Durban a bit. I thought you might be from Durbs.
No, my father currently stays in Ballito.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's it. So growing up, did you know what you always wanted to do? Did you want to be in the health and beauty and wellness space?
I think that health and wellness has always been a part of me. So I think my path probably just led down that route. And
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, this is where I kind of feel fit. This is where I feel like I belong. So yes, I guess it was always there.
And you pretty much, and your sister actually, you guys pretty much race everything. You obviously work with us quite closely, and Daddy doesn't, but you race all the Hyroxes.
Yes.
I think you've entered both the Cape Town and Joburg.
Yes.
I think I saw yesterday or the day
Yeah,
before.
we did.
You're doing doubles,
Doing doubles, yeah.
mixed.
Doubles. So I got to move those men's weights.
Who swears at who more on the track?
He swears at me more.
Does he?
Yes, because I push him and motivate him, and we both have like different personalities. He's like that rugby aggressive like motivator, and I'm the calm like, come babe, let's go. So I feel like he's moaning at me, but that's just his.
Who follows who? Who leads?
I lead.
You lead. Okay, good.
Yes.
What's your relationship like? What was your relationship like with confidence as a young girl? Were you always very confident?
I think when it comes to confidence, I was confident. I am confident. Growing up, I was actually quite chubby.
Yeah.
So my confidence levels was never about outer appearance. It always came within. So I had to almost be the funny one, be the, like show a different part of me. It wasn't looks kind of thing.
Yeah, well, they always say looks fade. So I
Yeah.
think the nice thing is the girls that grew up having to develop a personality rather than rely just on looks definitely holds them sort of in greater stead later on in life. You work in an industry that's very appearance focused.
Yes.
How do you separate beauty from self-worth?
So I honestly relate beauty to internal. Like, yes, people can see your outer appearance and judge you on that, but beauty actually comes from within. And if you aren't doing the inner work, if you aren't figuring yourself out, healing yourself in areas that you need to, then are you truly beautiful? Or are you just an image that needs a bit of work? So
Yeah, I suppose with everyone, a lot of people are very judgmental, like judge the book by its cover. Do you think women feel pressure always to look put together and always look right?
Oh, 100%. definitely. We do. I mean, this day and age, social media has walked out with filters, told us this is what you need to look like if you want to be a certain way or type. And I think that it really put a lot of pressure on us.
I think a bit more pressure on the girls than the boys. We like to get a
Definitely.
little bit chubby and a little bit lose a little bit of hair, and we
Yeah,
still
the
kind of
dad bod is in,
we can
like
still
it's
kind of
okay.
pull it off for a bit. But I think the girls definitely have a lot more sort of social pressures, I suppose. And I suppose girls, maybe I'm generalizing, but girls tend to be a little bit more critical of each other than maybe the guys are.
I think they are, but there are a lot of girls, and it's actually coming up more that if you find a community of girls that empower you,
Yeah,
that's where you should stay. If you are in a clique or with a group of ladies that are bringing you down, or you feel that sort of intimidation or anything like that, I don't think that that's the right group that you should be
yeah,
with. And also, a lot of the time, girls portray these things to other women because of their own insecurities.
yeah,
So it's not always about you, it's actually about them. And in my industry, if I see this, I try and go deeper than that. So if someone is pointing out my flaws, I look at them and I would maybe try help them, assist them, because you know that it's coming from a deeper root,
yeah.
you know?
You very approachable,
Thanks.
but I don't think a lot of people know that about you.
No,
May
I
and
get
I got
told
it.
I have the restroom bitch
May and
face.
I got it wrong. I mean, when we met, I mean, we've known each other probably about a year, just over
Yeah.
a year, something like that. And I always like to admit when you get something wrong. Like I've been told lots of times I look very unapproachable, and I'm not. I'm literally the most chilled human. But so are you. Do you get that quite a lot that you look either unapproachable
I
or
do. So I actually get it often, mainly at the gym. So
yeah,
people are like, oh, you look like so intimidating, like unapproachable. And I'm like, I'm actually really not. I'm really a sweet person. Like, you can speak to me about anything, and I'll always give you my time if I can. Um, but at the gym specifically, my sister and I train together, and
yeah,
she's this bubbly personality, and she'll chat around to anyone. And I'm the type of person that like goes there, gets the job done, gets the workout in, and I don't talk much. So perhaps it's maybe my
your
face. I
sister
don't
even
know.
talks when she's racing around the
I
track.
know.
No, but I mean, when we met you and May and I use it all the time. You obviously work with us as you're one of our brand ambassadors for Deadly Dozen, and
Yes.
we very much have modeled on the brand ambassadors we want to take on as you and your personality type. But in the beginning, before we had met you, we probably would never have said that about you. Because when you take on brand ambassadors, and this extends to products, whatever it may be, it's critical that you get the right personality type
Yes.
that represents you and your brand the way that you want it to be represented. Um, you obviously have your own brands. How do you represent them?
So I always try and be authentic. I guess it's me. If I feel like I gel with them, I try and give my best that I think would show them in a light that would be how I would want to be seen. At the end of the day, it's my face, it's my image, it's my name that is also going on the brand.
Yeah,
So if I want to be represented in a certain way, that's what I'm going to give. I'm also the type of person that gives my all.
yeah.
So if like Deadly doesn't ask me to be a part of you guys, I'll always try and give more, come up with ideas, come up with whatever I can in the avenue that I feel like you guys are going.
Yeah. Um, as a young female entrepreneur, what do you find is the hardest part about doing business or creating brands?
Um, I would say delegating my time,
Yeah,
because I always want to be there. I always want to be on top of things. And I think knowing that you can also let other people do things, it's okay, Kurt. Like,
yeah.
you can do that. People don't need you to like spoon feed them all the time. I think that's the most difficult thing for me.
Do you find entrepreneurship it's more you got to tap into your, I'd say your more manly, harder side?
100%. Like, I would say, coming from a background of doing sports, I played team sports and I was always like team leader or captain or something like that. So I feel that I've always had that in
Leadership
me,
role, yeah.
leadership role, and bringing that into entrepreneurship now and owning businesses. You have to do that. You have to step up and lead. And leaders have always been seen to be men.
Yeah.
So you do have to tap into that. But then you also need to find space for yourself to be soft, be kind, be feminine, and just get into your own lady state.
Yeah.
You know.
So how do you switch off? What's your chill time?
So my chill time would basically look like maybe a hard workout or maybe a soft workout, maybe a yoga or
Doesn't sound like chill.
yeah, like yeah. So working
Yeah.
out helps a lot. I journal.
Do you do it? It's just sorry,
Yeah,
just the
yeah.
working out bit. Is it to look good or is it for your head?
For both.
Both.
I honestly do believe that if I look good, I feel good. So it
Yeah.
works hand in hand. I mean, first impressions are a thing, right?
Yeah.
So the first impression of me, if someone has to look at me, I want them to think this girl is disciplined, she's determined, she puts in good, good things into her body, good health, nutrition, and she cares about herself, you know? And I think that's, if you have a healthy image, that's what people are going to see when they see you.
Do you see yourself the way other people see you?
I would like to think I do. Obviously, we all have our flaws and
Yeah.
we're judgmental on ourselves, but yeah, I always try and, you know, we all go in a deep hole, but I try not to stay there.
Yeah.
I give myself a little bit of time there and I'm like, Kirst, you got to get back up. Like, get up. People are looking at you, whether it's my colleagues, employees, friends, family. Like, people need you and they need the best version of you.
Yeah.
And you need the best version of you. So, yeah.
I really like that. That's a lot of the reason why, I think we should all work on ourselves. Everyone around you deserves the best version of you.
100%.
Let's get back to the journaling.
Yes.
What's
the
the other
journaling.
chill time?
So I journal, I read. I often, if I feel that I'm in a space that is a little bit consuming,
Yeah.
I try and get out of it. So for me, it would be traveling or just getting into the bush or going for a walk and getting some sunshine,
Yeah.
like getting out of that space and just removing myself, even if it's for like a day or two, a weekend, just go away. Or otherwise, I will maybe spend some time with friends, family, but getting out of that irritation,
Do you feel the pressure that people depend on you?
Yeah, I do. But sometimes I don't see it as pressure.
Yeah.
Sometimes I see it as purpose. So I guess it goes hand in hand, People rely on me, which motivates me to rely on myself, get up there and just be the best version of me.
Slowing down to make you feel guilty?
I can slow down. I love to slow down.
Yeah.
I love my sleep. I love my rest.
Sleep like someone I know.
Yes. But yeah, slowing down is great. I
Yeah.
know the rewards that I get for slowing down.
Yeah.
So I always take time to do that.
So you are pretty good at managing your body. If you're
Yeah.
not feeling it or you're feeling a bit burnt out, you do listen to your body.
100%. So I actually always tell my clients this little like story. They sit in my chair. I always say to them like, our body and we are like a car,
Yeah.
We have to watch every day. We have to like check, does our car have enough petrol? Is the tires sorted? Is the car clean? We have to do all these general basic things on a day-to-day basis. But at some stage, you have to take your car for a service.
Yeah.
It's full service. And you have to take it before it breaks down. So that's like us. We have to take ourselves into account to take care of ourselves before we hit burnout,
Yeah.
before we on edge and start lashing out at people that we don't want to. Are you checking in with yourself? Like, we have to take those measures.
And the world's a very busy place. To take the time to check in on yourself is actually, it's critical. It's actually the thing you should be doing first.
100%.
'Cause
But that's also where having people around you,
Yeah.
checking in on you, also helps. Like having a close family, if they're like, Kirst, something didn't seem right today, are you okay? That
Yeah.
happens for day one. Day two, it's the same thing. It's if it starts being a constant thing, like, okay, I got to do something about it,
Small, tight circles for you or big friendship groups?
So for me, I have small, tight circles, but lots of them.
Okay.
So I'll have gym friends, I'll have social friends, I'll have quiet friends, I'll have the dinner friends, the
Yeah.
party friends, the gym, like I actually enjoy being part of lots of circles.
Yeah.
I enjoy learning from different people, and I think it's my Gemini personality. So I have to fill like all the gaps, all the personalities.
I'm not very good at star signs, so I'm not going to get involved there. What's your reset when life feels overwhelming?
My resets would be putting my running shoes on and just debriefing, get out of the situation and, yeah, take a breath.
So hitting the road.
Yeah.
You have a decent sized following online, so you've got influence online.
Yeah.
How do you stay authentic in a space that is very crowded and not very friendly, should we say?
So if I must be honest, social media for me is a platform to portray myself.
Yeah.
So that's what I do. And I try and do it in the most authentic way possible. I also am a poster, not so much a scroller.
Yeah.
So I don't go on, and if I am scrolling or listening to things, it's things that I relate to and is beneficial for me.
Yeah.
But I'm not just doom scrolling every day to pass time. I would rather use that time journaling, reading, or doing something that I feel is a little bit more my style.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think just the authenticity just comes from me putting out there what I feel I would like people to see.
You're busy. I mean, I see you. I don't even know where you're training now because I see it so many different places.
Everywhere.
I think you train at every gym in
I
Joburg.
do.
Pretty
But
much.
I actually really enjoy that. I love
Yeah.
moving around to different gyms because you also use different equipment, meet different people. I love meeting new people, and
Yeah.
it's in an industry that I really enjoy. So training at different gyms for me is really fun. I actually went through a phase of my life where I'd take every Sunday and go try out a new gym.
Oh, wow.
Like, yeah. So
No, I'm not that brave. I'll stick to what I know. What does a safe space look like for you?
a safe space is my home. My home. I've created a safe space there. If I'm feeling happy, if I'm feeling sad, if I'm feeling down, I go there and I know I can be myself. I can be any version of me, and that's what it is.
Okay, we'll come back to the hard topics. So I like to jump around a little bit. So let's go to High Rocks and we'll chat a little bit about Deadly and what else are you doing outside of, let's say, High Rocks and Deadly?
Got High Rocks. I think that's it for now.
Is it?
Yeah, and then travel, going to Portugal. So it's, yeah. And then, yeah.
Okay, so
Those are the two.
High Rocks questions.
Yes. Okay.
Favorite station?
Favorite station?
Can't say running. Not a station.
I'm actually getting really strong on my wall balls, so I'm
Really?
feeling like confident there, yeah.
So you're going to do all 100 by yourself?
I'm going to push, but I mean, I'm sure my partner would like to get a few reps in there.
You can just pose and look good. Least favorite station?
The sled push.
Really?
Yeah, I'm doing men's weight.
Boys'
That
weights.
turf is not fun.
It depends on the turf and
Yeah.
which race you're at. I mean, the last one that May and I did together, and I was using men's open weights. So I call them girl weights, but anyway, I couldn't push the sled. And like
No.
in training, I pushed double that weight, no problem. And the judges
It
wouldn't
was
let us
tough.
change lanes. It was horrific, and it actually, to be frank, it fucked up our whole race.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Mentally,
very,
it can
it
challenge
wasn't
you.
a very fun race. We
Yes.
actually saw you guys on the course. I think
Yes,
we're on
we
at
were
the
busy
same time.
rowing together. I got photos of us together.
I think you guys started behind us and went past us. Something
Yeah, we
like
did.
that. And then Deadly,
Yes.
favorite station.
Favorite? I think it's the Devil's Press because I know I'm going to be done after that.
So hang on a second. Both race formats, your favorite station is the last station.
I think it's a mental thing, actually, now that we've said it out loud. I
Yeah.
think because, you know,
Finished and done.
done. Yeah.
Okay, least favorite station.
Least favorite stuff, the bear crawl.
Bear crawls.
Has to be the bear
Generally, when May comes with the camera and I've got
Yes.
the microphone, I'm trying to
crawl.
interview
You're out of
people.
breath and you try to interview us.
And
yeah.
everyone looking like spider monkeys flying across the grass.
No.
What attracts you to endurance sports?
I think it's a mix of everything. Like
Yeah.
it is hybrid. So you got the running, you got the weights. So it's a mix of everything, and it's also a mental challenge.
Yeah.
You're pushing for time. It's not just a race and you got an hour to do it in or whatever the case may be. You're pushing for time, and every time you go and compete exactly the same format, you want to do better.
Yeah.
So you have a benchmark, and you can always push the goal further and further.
Why doubles? Why not solo?
I did do solo. My
Yeah.
first High Rocks and my first Deadly Dozen, I did solo. And just to say that I've done it,
Yeah.
you know, and I can do it on my own. But to be honest, it's a mental game on your own. You
Yeah.
have to push yourself. You really have to put in all the effort, and it's tough. And
No one to swear at but
no,
yourself.
yeah, exactly. And I think for me, doing doubles, it's nice to share the experience. So you can see I'm like quite social. I
Yeah.
enjoy sharing experiences, and also afterwards talking about it. How did that go? How did you feel? Yeah, it's nice, and also knowing that you don't have to carry the load yourself. So give it up when you're tired.
Do you take more do you take more time preparing your outfit or your training?
Outfits,
You and your
of
sister
course.
you and your sister always not matchy you're racing
Yeah.
apart, but pretty much so.
No, we do. We
Yeah.
we put that on high priority.
I'm
we
sure.
we enjoy looking good. I
Yeah.
mean, exactly like we said earlier, when it comes to beauty and all of that stuff, if you look good, you feel good. You don't just want to show up and race
And
and
you get more pictures because the camera in front.
exactly.
May and I actually always say that we love doubles, especially the girls' doubles, because the girls all
We
matching
look
outfits.
good. Exactly.
So from a content perspective, we just have it's like gold for us.
yeah.
What is something that you've healed from that people wouldn't expect?
Something that I've healed from. I think. Oh my gosh, this one's hard.
Yeah, I just took inside swap.
Yes, I was like all happy clappy, and all of a sudden we've gone like
went from outfits to
yes,
healing.
exactly. Something that I've healed from, I think, being a perfectionist. I've always wanted to have everything perfect and done right and worried about failure, I guess. But I think now in my life, you realize that things aren't going to go according to plan.
Yeah.
And it's okay because you're either going to learn the lesson and sometimes you can pick up the pieces from there and actually move in a different direction that's better. That's
Are you a perfectionist or a people pleaser or both?
I think maybe more perfectionist than
Yeah.
a people pleaser. I'm not afraid to tell people how I feel, whether it's good or bad.
Yeah.
Also give them honest criticism or honest feedback. I think that, in a sense, that is good for them because that's what I
Yeah.
want people to do for me. Be honest, be truthful. Don't just tell me, oh yes, Chris, those jeans look good on you. Meanwhile, they don't. Type of thing.
So more an internal introspection than an external. It doesn't really bother you as much. Do you think social media is helping or hurting women's self-esteem?
I think that it can be on both sides of the scale. I think if you're using it for good, to be motivated, to be disciplined, or learn something, then that's great. That's what I feel social media is for, and that's what I actually do use social media for. On the flip side of that, it can be hurting people. You constantly feel like you're being judged, that you're not good enough, that you haven't reached a certain point in your life where everybody else is, So yeah, I think you get both sides. You have to use it for
Well, everyone's always
good.
at different life stages. It's
Exactly.
I always love those comparisons, like was it Colonel Sanders with KFC? It was like in his 60s,
Exactly.
and Coca-Cola sold one
Exactly.
case in its first year, all that sort of stuff and comparisons. What responsibility do you feel when people look up to you and people see you as a role model?
So I would say, with regards to that, consistency.
Yeah.
Just be consistent. If I am training hard, be consistent in that. And if this young girl, say for instance, we're talking about, if this young girl sees that I am always the same, not changing things up, she's going to believe it to be true, which I would too.
And then what's one lesson you've learned about relationships, both friendships and romantic, that's changed you?
That the person or people you're with or surround yourself with has a huge impact on you, your mental health, your physical health, your literally everything, direction of business, whatever it takes. So they basically form your journey, they form your path. And if they are adding more bumps in that path than a smooth sailing, you got to get out of it.
Suppose as you get older as well, it's about first you got to identify it,
Yes.
but you got to weed those people out of your life.
100%.
My mom always says, people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. But it's, people are there to teach you lessons.
Yeah.
But I think only you can hold on to those people in your space.
Yeah.
So slowly over time, the people that don't serve you, I've got a, took me a long time to do because I'm both a perfectionist and a people pleaser. So I'm the worst of both. Is just, you can't make everyone happy.
Yeah.
If something doesn't serve me, so a person doesn't serve me, they're not in my life. It's not saying it's a one-way street.
Yeah.
But if that relationship doesn't serve me or serve a purpose in my life, they're not in my life. And that's family, friends, whatever it may be. And it's been liberating. And May's actually taught me that she doesn't like people very much. So she's got very small circles and she's very picky about who she chooses her time with. I was the exact opposite. I gave everyone my time, but I had no time for the things that really mattered. So that's been my big sort of change. When you look at your life today, what are you most proud of?
I'm proud of the woman I've become. Basically in saying that I feel that I am consistent with what I do. I
Yeah.
feel that if I had to look at myself as my younger self, a younger version of me, I think I would be proud. I always try and do things out of the goodness of my heart, with kindness, with passion, with like vision and purpose. And I think that's always pushing forward has become a strength of mine, So, yeah.
I mean, you're entrepreneur and I see you starting new things. What are your dreams? What's next?
Oh, listen, I have so many things that I want to do and so many pieces of the pie that I want to get my fingers stuck into. But I think for now, I'm really enjoying the wellness journey. And I would like to take that into a bigger, wider area, maybe host a few wellness events, partner up with a few brands that we can share the space together, because I do feel that people want a community. They want to feel part of something.
Yeah.
And I mean, my sister and I at our coffee shop, we host like a once a month run where we get the community together and we do a run together and a little social afterwards. And you see how that community, people that don't know each other, come together and just feel good doing something that they feel a part of,
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think wellness section going forward.
Community is important. I mean, we speak about it quite a lot in the show. And, even the commercial gyms, like a Planet Fitness, the guys are really building community, getting stuck. And I mean, yeah, I don't know if you've been through this gym lately, but they've got the most beautiful, like, reformer Pilates and all those. It's not singular reformers, it's all group training.
Yes.
They're doing a lot of hybrid training and Hyrox training. Maybe one day they'll have some deadly classes. I
think they should.
I think they should too. And so even the commercial gyms that are always like almost trained by yourself, and there's a space and place for that, because if I'm going to go lift weights, I don't want to do it in a group environment.
Exactly.
You want to do it by yourself or do it with your partner or training partner, whoever it may be. But everyone's building those communities, and it's actually weird because, like you said, go to any gym. Every gym's got a coffee shop.
Yes.
Because it's, even if you're training by yourself, you're having a coffee with someone before and after. What with that wellness? Are you looking to do like wellness centers?
Well, I do have a wellness center.
But big ones.
Yes, like that would be great. But I mean, wellness can be anywhere. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be in a center. It can be on someone's lawn. It can literally be in a shopping mall.
Yeah.
It's just all you need is the space and you need people. And
Well, we're looking to take sort of our concepts and stuff to wider audiences. And we've got like one rule with the different businesses that we'll take on is everything we're going to do is going to play in the space that we're currently in, which is, you can call it wellness at the end of the day. So whether it's fitness racing, whether it's a podcast like this focusing on mental health and wellness, everything's going to be in the wellness space. Otherwise, the problem is you digress and diversify out of your core.
yes,
I mean, your core principles and your core competencies are sitting in wellness where you are now. The second you step out of that, you are now dealing with different sets of people. So you get pulled between two separate worlds. How many races are you going to race this year, by the way? Because you've obviously you're going to do all the Hyroxes, I'm assuming.
yeah. So Hyrox
4 Hyrox?
Yes.
I'm very happy that they've announced the full year's dates.
Yes.
It's been a pain in the ass for everyone up until now. So I'm very glad that they have, because now people can plan.
Exactly.
We can plan our races.
100%.
We can also plan training and things like that. Okay,
Yeah,
so
which is super important.
so for High Rocks, are we going to see you rock up at any of the other deadlies outside of Joburg?
Of course. Well, that's the plan. I'm thinking we did Potch last year.
Yeah.
So we may do Potch again this year, and then Durban. I'm not sure, when's the Durban one?
One of them you're missing. You've got something on. Durban is the 2nd of April. No? May.
2nd of May. Yes. Well, I will try and be at all the Deadly Dozens that I can, because I actually really enjoy it. And I think the nice thing about Deadly Dozens too is it's so easy for anyone to join. So
Yeah.
I literally started, I did the first race, I did my solo race, and then I competed with my sister.
Was that at Ramsey?
Yes.
Oh, that was
the
horrible.
very first one.
It's our only race. It's been a disaster. But it's just gotten better and better.
But that's the thing. Every time we go there, we're like, oh my gosh, it just keeps getting better. I mean, the fact that there's sold out races, and we months in advance before the Joburg race, and it's sold out already. It's amazing.
We're about to announce a Mauritius race.
I will be there.
So we're working on Mauritius, and then I don't know whether we're going to get it across the line, but we're looking at Namibia as well. So
that's my dream, eh? I
really?
Go to Namibia.
I've never been to Namibia.
Oh,
I've
so,
actually
but
never been
everyone
to
just
Mauritius
talks-
either. So it's time to
Yes,
book races
venture out.
and get traveling. What does fitness mean to you?
Fitness to me means that there's a platform where I can give myself time for me.
Yeah.
You know, I ever since I was younger, I've always played sports. I've always been into.
What sports did you do?
I played provincial touch rugby.
Touch rugby?
Yeah. I played provincial touch rugby. I
Yeah.
did sports in school. I mean, the main reason why I actually enjoyed school was because I had sports lined up every single day.
Yeah.
So there again, I enjoyed playing sports because it was different groups of people, and I felt that I could connect with them on different levels, you know, just not schoolwork. Maybe it was on the touch rugby field or on the hockey field. You meet different people and you make more friends. It also teaches you a lot. So I feel like sports at a young age is super important for your growth thereafter. Yeah. So yeah, fitness for me has always just given me a platform to showcase a different version of myself and also get something back, because it's a place where the more you put in, the better results you're going to get out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I appreciate that.
Would you ever play proper rugby?
No. So
there's a pro league starting.
No, so I played provincial touch rugby, and I actually got asked to play sevens while I was training. So I was like, cool, let's give this a shot. Let's go for this. I went to all the trainings, and they asked me to play my first game. So I'm like, cool, let's get into it. I got handed off in my face for the first time, and I'm like, get me off this field. This is not for me. This is.
You
not
know, we
for
have
me.
scouts at our races.
No.
You do. We had scouts from SA Rugby at the Joburg race.
Really?
If we had only known, we would have sent them your way.
No, I'm glad you didn't, and you don't have to let them know.
You and your sister are extremely close. What does she mean to you?
Yeah, my sister is my everything. My sister, people joke around and they ask us if we're twins.
Yeah.
But to be honest, it feels like we are.
Yeah.
We live pretty much the same life, but on different spectrums. I mean, she's the mom of 3, the wife, that whole side of things, and I'm on the opposite end of that scale. But we just kind of make each other whole. You know, we own businesses together. We do basically everything together. Sometimes my dad jokes and says, listen, you guys are a little bit too close, but you know what? It's a bond that we've created our whole life. She's been there for me, and she knows every version of me. So I guess.
What's the age gap? Don't have to say age. Don't throw under the bus.
We are 15 months apart.
15 months. So close. Okay.
Yeah. So we've grown.
You guys
up
are
close.
pretty. You don't look the same, but you guys are pretty much like twins.
Yes.
You literally do.
And we dress
together.
the same, so people get very confused.
What is your plans for this next year going forward? I mean, what's your kind of hopes and dreams?
So I guess just pursuing what I do already. So in the wellness space, just trying to push more forward with that. And then obviously taking on whatever else comes my way, enjoying different challenges, High Rocks, if there's another hybrid race that comes up. I enjoy doing these races because it gives me like a purpose to train and, just enjoy things.
Something to work towards.
Exactly.
Do you enjoy running?
So I never did.
Yeah.
I hated running. When I got asked to run like for touch rugby, I'm like, oh, I hate this. But I've actually come to love it. And
How? What's the secret?
joining a running community group. Running on your own is not fun. Running as a community, doing things together, that's great. Knowing that you're getting up at 4:45 in the morning, but so is everyone else.
Yeah.
To do the same thing for the same purpose. And it doesn't matter how fast you are, how slow you are. It's the fact that you're there and
Yeah.
you put in the effort. And there's people around you that are motivating you. I think that's what got me into it. And I bought new running
So we're
shoes.
joining a running club, it seems. Because
Yes.
actually, the only person I like running with is May.
Yeah.
But I like to run behind her and kind of chase her. Story of my life. That's how we got married. But I hate running by myself.
Yeah.
I really don't. I like if I don't have to run, I won't.
Yeah. So I was also in that space. And I think that's why community driven it makes all the difference. It honestly does. There's people in front of you that motivate you. There's people behind you and you motivate them. So no matter where you are on the road or in the race, there's someone ahead, someone behind, and there's you. And you can always just find your sweet spot.
How do you find balance? Like when I say balance, I know you obviously, your boyfriend's got a daughter. Daughter, am I right? Son,
Yeah.
sorry. Is that difficult? Can it be difficult at times? I mean, we've got something similar.
Yes.
So it's 99% of the time it's easy, but that 1% can be very hard.
So I think when it comes to relationships, communication is obviously number one key.
Yeah.
I've been in past relationships where they've also had children.
Yeah.
And it was a bit difficult because maybe the mother or other...
It's not usually the kids.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, as long as there's an understanding, and at the end of the day, like I don't have kids myself, but I love kids. So
Yeah.
I will always give the best for the child. And I always like my partner to know that I don't want to be their mother. I
Yeah.
just want to be another person that loves your child and will give the best version of me for them. I'm not there to replace anybody. I'm there to fill in a gap that they need, that I can fill.
So you've built business around beauty and lifestyle. What makes you feel beautiful on your worst day? You can tell this isn't my question. What makes you feel most beautiful on your worst day?
Most beautiful on my worst day is looking at my abs. No, I'm kidding. No.
I would have an even worse day then.
No, I think what makes me feel beautiful is obviously dressing up or putting a bit of makeup on, doing my hair and just feeling good. Because I do feel that if you look good on the outside, you feel good on the inside too,
Yeah.
But what makes me feel truly beautiful is if I get to work and I have a client in my chair and they not having a good day and I see them walking out of the salon with a smile. That actually makes me feel even better, like giving someone else a way to feel better.
So by them, is that their way of pouring into your cup, basically?
Yeah, I guess.
Not a coffee.
Yeah.
So tell us the coffee shop. Where is it? Where is the salon? I don't even know.
So it's in the south of Joburg.
Do you want to say the name of it? Give it a punt.
The wellness centre is Bracken Wellness Centre.
Yeah.
The beauty salon is Tuati.
Yeah.
And the coffee shop is Mikapa.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the run club?
So the Run Club is based from Mikapa. We call it the Kappa Club.
Yeah.
Cute, eh? So we host like once a month a run. And we also try and get brands in the area or people in the area that maybe want to showcase what they do. So say they bake cookies or they have a new hydration drink that they're ready to launch and let people try.
Yeah.
We kind of also give them a platform to set up shop there and showcase what they have and get people in the area to help and support, So yeah, it's community driven. We're there to, one lady actually said to me after our first run, she said, you know what, Kirst, I'm so glad that you gave us a platform to take our streets back because she loved running, but she
can't do
didn't
it by
feel
yourself.
safe. Yeah. And when you do it with a group of people, you can. You can, and you enjoy it. So, yeah.
Kirst, thanks so much for joining us in the Blue Room.
Thank you. That was awesome.
And we can't wait to see what the year has in store for you, basically.
Thank you. You too.